Hello, church, and welcome to another devotional. I titled this one Remember, and the reason why is I want us to look back at what other people have done. What were their shortcomings? What were their misses in their lives? As Moses was nearing the end of his life, God actually instructed one of his last duties to the people of Israel to write a song. It was a song that was meant to remind the people of where they came from, what their origin was, what they had been through. And that is what Moses did. He wrote this song at the end of Deuteronomy in chapter 32. And these words, this word remembered comes from one of the verses. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask your father and he will show you, your elders and they will tell you. You know, we spoke a while ago about the discipline and the posture of thankfulness. And this thankfulness, it actually is inseparable from our ability to remember what it is that we're thankful for. What is it that we derive that thankfulness from? Because it can't be derived out of a vacuum. It's always derived out of something, and it can be small things or it can be big things. It can be things that we have done or things that God has done in our lives, but they always have to have a source, and remembering that source is one of the ways that we express that gratitude and thankfulness. And God understood that if the people of Israel, if they go out of this place, once Moses dies, they're going to start forgetting. He's not going to be there anymore to remind them of the fact that he split the Red Sea, the fact that there were 10 plagues that wiped out Egypt, the fact that God was taking them into a land that he was going to allow them to conquer, a land that had cities built for them, that had homes built for them. Moses wasn't going to be around to remind them of that anymore. And so God says, remember. And you have to understand that we're no better than them. It's a crazy thing. I always come back to this crazy thought that it does not matter the significance or the magnitude of the miracles that occur in your life. We are just as prone to forgetting big things as we are forgetting small things. We've gone through a year of trouble and pain in which it's very easy to be discouraged, and the important thing is that we reflect on God's faithfulness and presence in our lives. We remember the fact that we're in a community, we're in a group and surrounded by people who are called to care about each other. We're in a community where those who are suffering have help from other people who at the moment are not suffering, but suffer with you, suffer with them, because they're part of one family. No parting of the sea, no surviving in the desert for 40 years. Nothing can keep us from forgetting if we choose not to remember. And it really is a choice. Much like the discipline of thankfulness, there is a discipline of remembrance, a discipline of calling back to mind the things that God has done. So remember all he has done for you. Remember that he is not done with you. Let him wake up your mind and wake up your soul to this fact that you might remember that he is our rock, that he is our hope, and that he is our foundation. Remember that you might not forget the glories and the mercies of God, who is with you as you go on this day. God bless you and take care.